Good afternoon, guys. It is Wednesday afternoon, May 26, 2021. I'm Andrew from 510 Books. Wanted to share with you the last few Gaylords I've been going through with dealing with bulk media. These are mixed media Gaylords, and talk about how basically every Gaylord is different. Again, mixed media. Books are similar too, but I'm not going to talk about books in this video, just mixed media, which if you're not familiar with what mixed media Gaylords are, it's any other type of, it's mostly not any other type of media, but it's the other popular medias. So it's going to be a lot of DVDs, CDs. Those are the two big ones, CDs and DVDs. If you have a good source, you're also going to get video games. You're also going to get some audiobooks. You might get some software. That's mostly it. If it's not a great source, or if sometimes what happens is it'll be just like raw stuff, basically everything. So there'll also be records in there. There'll also be potentially laser discs. There'll also be cassette tapes, VHS tapes, maybe audio cassette tapes, other random media. I've even found 8-track tapes. So those ones aren't as good. It's better if it's mostly just CDs, DVDs, video games, audiobooks, software. Those are the best, of course. Actually, though, in regards to Laserdisc, I had a Gaylord a few months back that had a bunch of Laserdiscs, and I sold almost all of them the lots that I put up really quickly. I still only have like 2 left, I think, of the lots. I haven't listed the ones individually yet that I have. But anyway, that's a side note. So basically, that's what mixed media Gaylords are. Those are about 5 main medias, which is what I sell here, aside from records, in my store, in my warehouse sale. So let me share with you this last Gaylord I'm going through. This one I got about a month ago. I got 3 Gaylords a month ago, all mixed media. So I had them all here. After my last sale, I started diving into one of them during my first sale. I was putting out some other stuff, looking for certain things like Blu-rays and I can't remember what, TV box sets, I think. So I got into that one a little bit, but this is the third one here, and as you can see, it's mostly just left with DVDs, because what I did is I took out all the CDs that I could grab. Again, I don't have a Gaylord dumper or a Gaylord tipper, so I just have to reach in and grab them, and of course they're full when you, usually when you first start out, so you're not having to reach in very far. But now that I've pulled out all the CDs that I could reach, I'm left with DVDs. So now I'm going through the DVDs. Now there's still some CDs at the bottom there. I'm already starting to see some. I'll be left with maybe a couple hundred there, roughly 100, 150 or so. So not too many. That I'll go through those after I finish the DVDs, because I like to do them separately. So anyway, so that's the quick little process there. But if you're going to get into mixed media Gaylords, if you like to sell other types of media aside from just books, or if you're looking to branch out and you're looking to get into bulk, understand that similar to book Gaylords, everyone is different. So some of them, like I said, if they're full of tons of VHS tapes and that type of stuff, that's a bit of a waste. I find that a very low percentage of VHS tapes are worth much of anything at all, and it's not even worth selling them in lots, which is terrible, basically. So there's kind of just a throwaways. Majority of them, I would say like 90 to 95% of VHS tapes. Records, it just depends. But Laserdisc, look out for Laserdisc. I was surprised. But anyway, so if you've got those 5 medias, DVDs, the CDs, the video games, of course, and some audiobooks and maybe some software, then that's a great Gaylord of mixed media. Now, was it the first one or the second one? I believe it was the second one, but one of those first 2 Gaylords that I got in this batch of 3, when I started going through the CDs, they were almost all classical music CDs. So, and also a lot of them had labels on the side of the spines. So I figured it was either someone's personal collection, and I don't know why they labeled them, because they already have the artist and whatnot on the spine of the CD, but that's what they had done. They put it in bigger letters, so maybe that was why. I was figuring it was either, I'm totally guessing, of course, someone's personal collection. They had a big collection, because there was easily close to 1,000 classical CDs in that Gaylord. I would say 800 to 1,000. And, well, okay, closer to 800, not 1,000. But anyway, a lot. That's a lot. And I was thinking, maybe it was from like it could have been a radio station. That's also possible. Maybe they had them organized and put labels on them so they could quickly find them. And then maybe they just burned them all and digitized it and got rid of it. I don't know. But it's kind of fun to come up with ideas of, where things came from, because you just don't know. Because these Gaylords are basically, they're donations. So someone just donated all this stuff. And so there was a ton of classical music CDs. Now, in my local sale here, as you can see, I've got lots and lots of CDs. I have a classical section, but not very many people buy classical CDs in my store, in my sale, at least not yet. We'll see going forward as I try every month to get more and more people to come out here, and as things go back to normal following the height of the pandemic here in California, at least. Hopefully more and more people will come out. So I'm sure I will sell some, more classical CDs as more people come out. But for now, it's just not that many. So when I get that many of a certain genre that I don't have, also country, if I come across a lot of country, which I hardly sell here at all, even less than classical, I'm just gonna put them into lots on eBay. So that's what I ended up doing, is putting the majority of them into different lots. There was also a bunch of opera ones, so I put those together as well, and I currently have those on my eBay store as auctions, because it's a lot. I didn't want to, let me show you. I didn't want them sitting around taking up space for very long, and my sale is not this week, but next week, next Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So what I have here are quite a lot of boxes. Actually, these are DVDs here, right here. But then this stack here are all CDs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 boxes of CD lots. Actually, this one, that one as well. Might be 8 of them. So there's 156 there, there's 104 there, there's 108, 100 something. So there's quite a lot that I have for sale. And that's the first time I ever got so many classical CDs in one Gaylord, mixed media Gaylord. Classical CDs, I come across a lot of them, and some of them I put out, but most of them I just, depends on what they are. What I've come in to realize, most of them, I was going to say, is I either take the CD out and then just do lots of loose discs, or put them in, if there's enough, put them into a classical music CD lot. So what I found is I try to focus on the ones that look a little more rare, a little more interesting for classical. And over time, you start to realize which ones those are. There's certain labels, like laser light, that you see a ton of. But there's other ones where often they'll show the conductor or the composer. And there's certain labels as well that stand out. So those are the ones I tend to keep or try to put into lots. The other ones I'll just throw into loose CD lots on eBay, which do pretty well. So that was one thing that was in there, and then this one, oh right, there was another Gaylord of CDs of mixed media. Sorry, getting a little tired here at the end of the day. Mixed media, and it had a ton of rap CDs. Probably like, when I say a ton, I mean like way more than normal. I always find rap CDs or any type of random genre in any given mixed media Gaylord, but this one had a lot, like 100 or something, which is a lot in just one Gaylord. So clearly someone had donated their collection. I assume. So you never know. You're going to come across all types of musical genres in terms of CDs, and then also I had my last before these 3 Gaylords, my last order of Gaylords. There was the last Gaylord that had more video games than I'd ever found in one mixed media Gaylord, and there were valuable ones in there. So my collection of video games at my local sale here has grown from basically next to nothing to a lot more now. So these ones I'm not talking about, these are PC here and here. But when you look down here, you can see I've really replenished with PlayStations. PlayStation on the down there. I've got Xbox and Wii. Can't really see it because all the boxes. But at the end, I don't know exactly when this was. I think this was, no, it was months and months ago. No, it was maybe last year. Yeah, it was last year probably, after we had reopened. Someone had come over 6 months ago, and they bought every single video game I had, and I made them a deal. And since then, I just didn't have any. So console games. So it was really awesome to find all of those. I probably found like, I don't know, 40, 50 video games, and a lot of valuable ones as well. And so I decided to put some of those valuable ones here, price them a little lower, and I've sold some of them so far. I still have some left over there. So far, in these 3 Gaylords, this is how many video games I found. Now I'm on the Gaylord, 3rd Gaylord, and I'm pretty sure that there's other video games in there as well. I did send one video game that I found, which was Mortal Kombat Shaolin something for, I think it was PS2, believe so. I sent that into Amazon actually because that was about $100 video game, so I decided to just sell that one online instead of trying to sell it here locally. Plus, I don't have a big video game buyer following just because I haven't had a significant inventory. So it's always nice, to keep finding more and more because those are harder to find, which is why I like to get the Gaylords of mixed media, because lately I've been finding some good stuff in there. But that one last time was just phenomenal. So that was great. So you just never know. These Gaylords have been good on the TV box sets. You can see here I've got 4 piles here, alphabetizing them, keeping them in order, of TV box sets. And there can be some good money in box sets for sure. Especially often what happens is if I don't find the whole series of a TV show, I'll find the majority of it, and then maybe I'll have the other one, and then I can put the whole series together and either sell it here locally or just put it online. And those usually sell pretty quick. Just depends on what it is, of course. But this has been pretty good for TV box sets. So you just never know, guys. The bottom line is, the point of this video is, when you're getting mixed media Gaylord, sometimes you'll find a bunch of stuff in one Gaylord, and then you'll think you're going to find that in the next one, and it's just not typically going to happen, because they will have a bunch of donations from one place, and there'll just be similar stuff in there. Maybe someone donated a bunch of the same type of things. Sometimes there's a Gaylord where there's nothing. It's all different, right? Basically, there's no common theme. It's just random DVDs, random CDs, random video games. Here's another video game. Ghost Recon Xbox, original Xbox. I have no idea if that's worth more than a few bucks, but there's another one. I love to find video games. Those are fun. And basically what I do here, just a quick little synopsis of what I do. I pull out some DVDs. Usually I'll do like 3 or 4 piles here on the table. And just so you know, all of these DVDs are organized by genre. And these are all for my local sale. So these will all eventually go out on the shelves where I have space. And if I don't have space, then I'm just going to keep them, put them in boxes, store them over there somewhere for future sales. And then that's similar over here. I've got the TV box sets here. These are workout tapes. Most of these I'm just going to sell on eBay. These are all sealed. What I do is I put those together on eBay. Sell does a lot. And then I've got all the kids' DVDs over here. I've sorted them out based upon how I can potentially sell them on eBay in lots. So that's what I do, or that's what all of these DVDs stacked up all over the place are. So as I get these, I just start sorting them out into piles. So I'll say, okay, this is this video game pile, Blu-ray pile. This is the pile of DVDs that I am going to look up. It might be worth money individually to sell online and or sell here. So some of these, like this one, I don't think is worth money online, but I don't think I have it. So I put it to the side. This one, Ultimate Edition Stargate, maybe. I doubt it, but I'll look it up. Director's Cut. So yeah, so some of these I'll be looking up or just keeping for local sale, like Rumble in Hong Kong with Jackie Chan. I don't think I have that one yet. And this pile are ones that I don't want to keep, aren't worth looking up. I don't want to keep for my local sale. And these will go into a box, which I have over there. I'll slowly fill up. And once it's full, I'll have counted them up as well. And once it's full, then I'll put it to the side. And you know, once I finish the Gaylords, I'll get a certain amount of boxes of those, 3 or 4, just depends. Probably like, well, that box is pretty big, but I would say about 3 or 4 for this Gaylord. What's left. And then I'll auction those off on eBay. So make a little money off of the DVDs that I can't make any money off of individually here locally or online. So I clear out the space, get a little money back. I'm happy. I've said this before. I'm probably more happy just to get rid of stuff, free up the space, and get it out of here than I am to actually make the money, because I'm not making a lot of money off of those, but you know, you add them up, and 20 bucks here, 30 bucks there, you know, it adds up, and it helps out to, well, I'm already into the profit with this one, but you know, it helps out to pay for what I paid for if you're not there yet, or to just make a profit. Actually, anyway, so then these are kids, so then I'll go through the kids, and I'll put out, you know, I'll put aside the TV box sets and anything else, the sealed ones, and I'll go through all of them. So that's the process. This is what's left here. I'm gonna leave after I make the video, but this will probably, so tomorrow's Thursday, I should be able to work, you know, 4 or 5 hours here solid in the warehouse, and so I should be able to get through this tomorrow and sort out everything and be done with that. That'll be exciting. So hopefully by tomorrow I'll be done with that Gaylord. Worst case scenario, I'll finish it Friday morning, something like that. And then I'll just toss the box, the pallet, put it in the dumpster, be done with it, free up the space. And then I'm off to, you know, to deal with any listing I have to do. So boxes, any lots on eBay, I'm going to photograph and weigh and all that. So I can prepare it to be listed. And then, you know, I'm ready to, I'll be ready to start putting out DVDs, CDs, for my local sale, which will be next week. And then I'm basically left to deal with records for my sale, which I haven't dealt with yet. So anyway, that's a long-winded experience that I have about mixed media Gaylords. So if you're looking to get into that, just understand that it's not always going to be the same. Some will be better than others. Also depends on what you're looking for. If you don't have a local sale like I do, all you're doing is selling online, or maybe you're selling through Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp, then you'll have different, you know, you'll be looking for different things than I am. But if you can find a good source for mixed media Gaylords, then it's worth it, whether you have a local sale or not. How somebody's probably gonna ask me, how much do you spend? Well, you know, I've spent anywhere from $200 to like $300 to about $350 for a Gaylord of mixed media. So I would say don't go over like $350, $400 I wouldn't go over that, much more than that. But you know, test them out if you're new, if you're getting a new source, test them out for sure, because you just don't know what you're gonna get. Buy a couple. Yeah, if someone's trying to sell you like $500 per Gaylord or something, that seems outrageous. Even $400 seems like a lot. But I would say in the $200 to $350 range is good. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next video. Be safe. Take care.